Good life, good spirits to all in this divinely given moment in time. I am London Tajere. You can call me London Taj, and I would like to formally welcome you into another dimension.
Keep it 100.
Have it this time. Classic. Yeah, I'm chasing big paper. Now ninjas is big haters. They set a chick up for the check. It's not the weight up.
It's really a long time coming. Cause we've been trying to shine since before it was sunny. Niggas going blind for the love of the money. They know that it's my time, so they saying they love me, but they ain't going for it. You see that feeling is something you can't ignore, but entertaining these fake ass rappers feel like a chore. If money is what you seek, then you gonna always want more. It's kinda like you shooting 100 shots and
Good
never
life,
score.
good spirits to you all out there in this divinely given moment in time. It's your girl London Taj, and you are tuned into another episode of Classic Conversations. I need everyone out there to join me in welcoming a very special guest. Join me in welcoming Squalle, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, you lit.
Super lit Squalle in the building today.
That was lit. Yeah, I'm here. Squalle, we in the building. Black Liaison, GA Pro, what up? We here.
Thank you so much for coming out and agreeing to have a classic conversation.
I run the show.
I really appreciate it. You don't understand how long I've been waiting on this moment.
You know,
I've been slick stalking you.
Word.
I've been slick stalking
That's
you. You don't even know.
No, that's
But
lit. That's lit.
I've been really keeping up because I love your music.
Thank you.
So with that in mind, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Athens.
You're from Athens,
Yeah.
Georgia.
From Athens, Georgia.
Shout out to the Classic City.
MO6, Loop 10, Uptown, all that.
Uptown, all that. So what genres of music or musical artists do you remember as a youth frequently being exposed to?
My mom, when I say she had every Body and Soul album you could think about.
Body and Soul.
You remember Body and Soul?
Yes. Oh my
She
God. I don't
had-
think these people
I don't know
know.
if they know about that. That Body and Soul, she had the whole 50 disc collection.
Really?
So I grew up on that primarily. She was a big fan of like Sir Charles, so I don't know what genre he is, but that. And then I grew up on the early 90s hip hop too.
Early
The
90s.
early
hip-hop.
90s, that Nas, Wu-Tang, Biggie, Jay-Z, like Mobb Deep, then you got the Outkast and all that stuff too. So I'm a big fan of like the New York hip hop, but I grew up on like the early hip hop mixed with the Body and Soul and the funk and the jazz and stuff like that. So
That's what's up. So
different genres.
of all of those artists and genres that you mentioned, like who or what would you say inspired you the most as a youth?
Ooh. One of my favorite artists is Rakim.
Rakim.
Yeah,
I love Rakim.
on the
Shout out to
hip-hop,
Rakim.
yeah. On the hip hop side of things, I'm a big fan of J. Cole, Joyner Lucas, and artists like that. But on the other side of things, like Marvin Gaye,
Ooh.
man, Stevie Wonder, Luther, Michael, I really like them too.
I can
As
actually,
well.
now that you say that, and like I've
I love their
listened.
music. Aaliyah, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, oh man, they don't even make music like that no more.
They sure
The
don't.
early Usher, that's what I used to bump that stuff like crazy growing up.
Really?
For sure. I wish I could sing, but I used to try to sing their songs.
You wish you
in the
could.
shower when the acoustics is right. But yeah, I'm a big fan of R&B, neo soul, Erykah Badu. Oh man,
I love me
Stop
some
playing
Erykah Badu. I love me.
Yeah.
Like, she can do no wrong to me.
For
Erykah
sure.
Badu is everything to me. Like,
Yeah,
for real,
it's about,
for real.
It's about that way for me too.
Oh my God. Shout out to Miss Badu, by the way.
Yes.
So at what point, like during your early years, did you decide, I actually have a passion for music, not just listening to it, but creating it and putting it out myself? Like, at what point did you
Well,
realize that?
I've been rapping since I was 9 years old.
9?
Yeah. But I wasn't doing no recording back then.
Yeah.
I was just rapping. There's a guy, I don't know if you know, but he's a rapper here. His name is Rob Bass.
Uh-huh.
And he taught me how to rap.
Really?
Like, he taught me how to sit down and like write a rhyme. So from that point, I have been writing and rapping. We would just like rap in the neighborhood and stuff. I didn't get into recording until probably about 16, 17, but it was just fun. But like actively pursuing it like a career, maybe when I hit like 23, 24.
Really?
That's when I started actually putting out music and seeing what it would do, what would happen. Yeah, but I've been able to write since I was a kid.
Since you were 9.
Yes.
That was actually going to be my next question.
Word.
At what age did you actually compose like your first song?
Yeah, definitely around 9 or 10.
Around 9.
That's when I was writing and doing stuff like that.
Can you remember the lyrics to
I can't.
Oh, man. I love that question.
And I remember my name was like True G or something.
True G?
True G. It was, everybody had True in the beginning of their name.
Shout out to TRU, Master P them and No Limit.
Yeah,
everybody.
True G. And I remember saying something about subliminal, criminal, I don't know, lyrical, I don't know. But it was, I would go to school and like rap that stuff in the class and everybody would be like, oh man. But I don't remember the lyrics. I wish I did though. I wish I did.
Man. Well, so what made you, or how old were you when you actually became comfortable enough with sharing your work that you had written, you know, you practice and actually let other people outside of whoever was in your home hear what you were working on?
What, these questions is $1 million.
Yes.
You
Classic.
want some real questions? Y'all need to be on this show.
Dead ass plug. Come to Classic Conversations.
I think 23, 24-ish.
Really?
It was when I first put out like my first actual song. I tried putting out something in high school. It was called Crank That Wheelchair.
Crank That Wheelchair?
It was like a dance, but it was like the Soulja Boy craze was going on. So all these dances was happening, like the Rock With It and Crank That Yang and the Bunny Hop. All these weird dances was coming out.
Really?
And you know, Soulja Boy was at like the forefront of the like dance craze. So I made up a dance called Crank That Wheelchair, and that was like my first ever song that I dropped. It was a complete mess though. It was horrible. But yeah, on a serious level of 23, 24 is when I put out like my first project. It was called It's Everything.
It's Everything.
Yeah, It's Everything.
So, I mean, what made you comfortable enough to even share? Because me, as a young person, I could do a lot of things when nobody was watching. But like my eyes were on me, things would be a little weird. I'd be nervous.
I don't know. You know what's weird? Aside from rap, I have always been like in the eye, I guess, in the like public eye.
Oh.
Because I've been performing, you know, I used to step and dance in church and stuff like that. So I've been in front of people a lot. Even before the recording and dropping the music, I was rapping in front of people, just in the neighborhood, battling, you know, things of that sort. So I was kind of known for just doing stuff like that. Anyway.
So you were never nervous, just like in church or anything?
I would be nervous. I still get nervous.
Really?
I would be nervous a little bit, but it was never nothing that was like, I'm too afraid to like put this out. I really went through this. I feel like me and being an artist is like a God-given, I'm supposed to do this. And I wouldn't be doing justice if I wasn't putting it out.
It's Taj! Shout out to Indie Boxcart Media for the edits you have seen here today. Indie Boxcart Media, where your media visions can be brought to life and done right. Get you some Indie Boxcart Media in your life and keep those conversations classy, aight?
LOVE 143, we switching energy, switching HAT.